the hero SBC has come out, and we are carrying on from our tier list from ranking every max 87 to now adding all the other heroes in. So have a look at this tier list, see what you think, and we're going to start off with some of the obvious ones first. Lucio is an absolute huge dub. One of the best defenders in the game. There's no argument there. He is ridiculous this year. Then we're going to move over to, of course, Janola, another one top tier. Not much to really add on there how good he is. The same for Carlos Tevez, a brand new hero into the game, and he is unbelievably good. Di Natale, in my opinion, is probably the best striker I've used in this FC24. Generally think, because of his finishing, his ability to move and that, he is crazy good. And that is the same for Voler as well. He is very, very clinical. Gets into the right positions, does what he needs to do, and gets that job done with finishing. Then after that, we're going to go into a couple new ones here. So we've got ourselves Kesler. Now, I think she's extremely underrated. She's almost got Hullet Gang stats. Not only that, she's really good at dominating the midfield, winning the tackles and moving through, as well as basically breaking down the defense and getting a counter-attack and going through on goal. We will go and add the brand new hero that got added a couple weeks ago now, Francescoli. I did a review on my channel. He is no joke. He is so, so good. Imagine Marquisio on absolute crack. He's how good he is. That you put a 100 on him, or a Shadow, or even an Anchor, or even a Maestro or Deadeye, and you've got yourself one of the best attacking midfielders, box-to-box midfielders, and even striker. In the review, we played him up front and played him as a cam, and he absolutely obliterated our opponent every single time. Then we're going to move over to some of the bad ones. Morientes, I did a review on his triple threat. One of the worst cards in the game. You cannot convince me otherwise. He is so, so bad this year. The same goes for... where is he? The same goes for Litmanum as well, of course. Litmanum's not that exciting. If you got him, he's very hard to link in terms of adding chemistry to the rest of your team. And not the great. Now we have Futra, an old legend back in the day, who's back in the game now as a hero. He is absolutely fantastic. Mega rare as well in the game. So if you've got yourself a Futra, you are laughing. Vincent Kompany's up there with Lucio this year, one of the best defenders in the game. When he starts getting more special cards, we are all in trouble, especially our controllers as well. Then we've got Diego Forlan, who I'm going to put in average. I like Forlan, but there's an SBC coming out with him as a triple threat, which will probably end up being better than the card that you get from this SBC. And depending on the cost of the SBC as well, is a little bit bad. But then we got Colère, who's an average defender. Does the job, just not that exciting when you get him. Kind of just... meh, basically, if you know what I mean. We have Gomez, who unfortunately is not great. In real life, he was phenomenal in this game, especially now everybody has pacey centre-backs and midfielders. He doesn't really fit in. Doesn't mean he can't do the job, but he does struggle. Stop right there with the introduction of kits, tokens, and now evolutions needing FC points or coins to complete them. There is no better time than to head over to igdm.com. Get yourself some coins, very, very cheap, fast and reliable. Use discount code NANIC at the store and get 5% off. The link will be in the description. Now we have got ourselves a hero who should have been in this a very, very long time ago. Wesley Sneijder, unbelievably good card. If you're looking for a Dutch midfielder who can link to some of the player of the months that have come out, the storyline cards that have come out as well, Wesley Sneijder's got to be right up there on your list, and he gets that job done. The same for JJ Okocha, again, another year where he's just absolutely fantastic. Abele Tele as well, Pele being really, really good this year. To be able to open up the ability, especially in Ligue 1, we don't have many special Ligue 1 cards, which is a little bit frustrating. So he's really good to go in there. Then we have Ricardo Carvalho, who I want to put in top tier, but because we have so many SBCs out with defenders, he's going to go in average. And that's not because he's terrible in game. It's just to consider the fact that because of how many SBCs we have out, especially if you did the Witsel from level 19 as well as a centre-back, there's just so many centre-backs at the moment. And it's going to be the same for Mascherano, who I do think is a fantastic CDM and centre-back. But because of the same argument, how many there is, that's the reason why. Then we have Marquez. The exact same thing. Fantastic defender. Fantastic CDM. Real unit, but again, with so many centre-backs this year in this game, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. You will be a little bit disappointed, especially if you've got Ledley King, Blanc, Vidic done, or Witsel again, as I mentioned. Then we're going to move over to Papin, who, even though he's worth absolutely nothing, in terms of gameplay, he's really clinical, especially with that Power Shot Plus. Very, very good up front. But in terms of SBCs, probably not great because he's so cheap. It's like 50k. But it is, for me, the way the game plays, he's fantastic. Price-wise, he's not great. Then we have Vialli, who's a new icon, or hero, sorry, should I say. Absolutely fantastic again. Gets the job done. Really good for Serie A. Melito, unfortunately, is going to have to go into average. I like him, but we just have so many strikers. You could argue them two are very, very similar, but we're going to give Viali as a top tier because he's brand new. Why not? Then we have our last card, which is, I think his name's pronounced Liziazu, and I really like this left back. Again, a super mega rare card in the game. Don't know why he's so rare. But here is every single hero in the game. Like I said, we carried on from our max 87 tier list, moved on into this tier list. Let me know if there's any cards you don't disagree with or cards that you do disagree with. And let me know as well what you got from your hero SBC. I am a little bit disappointed with it coming out so early now, or so late even, actually, sorry, what I meant to say, because we've already got better heroes out in packs already. So if you get yourself a Govu or anyone like that, there's a better version of him. But hopefully the SBC isn't too cheap, and I will catch you in the next one.